so much better. My mood is happier. My sleep is better. So we're gonna pack some gym clothes. We're gonna do a little gym bump after learning. We also have some errands we need to run. I gotta go to the drugstore, get some makeup stuff. I gotta go to the package-free organic crunchy store to get the flax seeds and stuff like that. And then to the regular mini grocery store. So then I'm gonna oat milk in my latte. Speaking of which, my espresso extraction this morning was literally perfect. Perfectly in the middle. I kind of kept proof. Oh, yes, it's good. My heart got really high. But you saw it was perfectly in the middle. It's so weird. I'm gonna take that aside that today is gonna be exquisite. And that's a good sign. That's about it. Oh no, it's not. I told you yesterday about my poetry collection that I started and my Jeanette McRae reread, but I didn't. I forgot to mention that the Bookish has a book club sort of situation. It's by the same author, so I'm just so excited to have a great time. This is my Sarah. I'm gonna go to class. I'm gonna run my many errands. Come on, I'm small writing assignments I have to do. Then you can just relax and me. This sounds great. Let's do it.
I'm so pale. Ah. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Happy Saturday. Today is Saturday and it's what I would consider the first day of my spring break. And I'm just really excited and happy that it's here. I know my lady love is very happy and excited that it's here. Yes, it is. We just came back from her afternoon walk, so we're both a little really hot and tired. I didn't record or vlog anything that I did in the morning because I really just wanted to lock in on all my tasks that I was doing. I spent all of Friday editing the next vlog that will be coming up tomorrow. Today's Saturday, so that should be coming out tomorrow. I did also do some admin work, kind of prepared just little admin work that I need for school and for my life, I guess. So that I won't have to do that tomorrow on Sunday. I did also clean up a little bit of the kitchen and I started a load of laundry. So I basically had a very, very productive morning. And now I can get started on my reading. I want to film a little 24-hour challenge. So since today is Saturday, I want to see if I could finish Bright Young Women in 2 days so that I could start my challenge on Monday with the stack of books that I have for that specific video. If I need to, I could add this to that stack of books. I just don't want to. One, I really just want to focus all my attention to this. And then two, those stack of books are technically a little bit short. Technically, I think. Hold on. Yeah, I guess. They're shorter than this one. Most are shorter than this one to be able to fit in the reading challenge that I have for the next video. I feel like I'm talking nonsense. The point is that I had a really productive morning and now I'm going to just focus on reading for the rest of the day and hopefully finish this on Sunday. And this has 373 pages. So I have a little over 300 pages left to read for this book. So let's try to finish this. Let's try to finish this weekend. Hello again. I know it's been a while since we've been inside my car. I don't know if you can see the baby girl, but she's back there too. But I'm actually on my way out and I got a notification that I got a package. Yes, it's another book. However, this book was part of the initial time that I bought like all the books from all the book hauls that you guys have seen so far. But for some reason, this one and Tomb of Sand just took the longest time to get here. I don't know why, but they finally got here. She's a little dirty, but that's okay. And that is Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste. I actually don't know how to pronounce this last name. But yeah, Little Fires Everywhere. And I know it's already a show and everything like that. I just really wanted to read the book first before I saw the show because I am actually interested in the book first. Or I was actually interested in the book first before I found out that it was a show. So hopefully I could get to that eventually. It's funny how the copy that I have says that it's Reese Witherspoon's book club, and I literally just saw that the Hulu show is starting with Reese Witherspoon. I wonder if that's some kind of coincidence. I'm currently on my way to my parents' house. It's been a while since I've seen my parents, so I'm due for a visit because I miss them. But I am still planning on keeping my goal of trying to finish this in two days. Today is Sunday, so hopefully I could finish this today. I started this goal when I was at around page 70, so I'm a little over 100 pages from then, which means I'm about halfway through the book. So again, I'm okay if it transfers over to a 3-day goal situation. I just have other plans for Monday, and I really want to try to finish Bright Young Women before then. So. Oh, es video.
¿Esa rana?
Es una rana, yeah. morning. Today is Monday and I am going to try to start my very first 24-hour reading challenge. I am also on spring break, but that does not necessarily mean that I have all the free time in the world. It is 10:04 and I just finished doing admin work for today, and I do have therapy at 11. So maybe it's not the best time to start the timer, but I do want to start reading. I'm going to try to finish Bright Young Woman by Jessica Knowles. I am halfway. I'm at the halfway mark, so I am hoping to try to finish this and start a new book today. Check-in time. I managed to read about 20 pages before my session. Now I gotta get ready for therapy, and after that, hopefully get back to more reading. I'm back from therapy. Update time. It's been a couple of hours since the last time I updated the clock. Stopped at 3:24, 3 hours and 24 minutes to walk Raven, walk my dog, and then I ended up taking a nap. Yeah, I really did. Therapy was just really draining, and then it was snowing all of a sudden that I was just... And I'm about to start my period, so physically I'm not doing so well either. So I just decided to take a nap, sleep it off until the Tylenol that I took finally kicked in, and I woke up. I had a late lunch and I'm ready to get back to reading. I realize I haven't updated this specific video on what Bright Young Woman is about, so if you don't know already, it's a thriller inspired by the 10 Bundy murders, but it focuses on the victims and survivors rather than the killer, exploring themes of misogyny and the media's obsession with the serial. I'm very much enjoying this. Some parts are kind of harder to read than other ones, and I think that is the reason why my reading has been like slowing down. It like picks up and then it slows down, but I am determined to finish this specific book today. I forgot the author, but this book is actually really reminding me on Notes on an Execution, which is a book that I read a couple of years ago. I've actually have been wanting to reread it, and it's sitting on my favorites shelf. It was just so impactful, and reading this makes me want to read that one even more, because that one is also about a serial killer, but it does focus around the women. It focuses more on the women of his life as opposed to him and like his actual actions and everything like that, taking a new perspective on the serial killer story, I guess, which is again what Bright Young Woman is trying to do from a real serial killer. So I think the parallels are there. I love it so much, and I love how they refer to the defendant as the defendant. I think I'm gonna stick to that theme every time I talk about the book. Instead of naming the actual serial killer, the book calls him the defendant, again taking away his name, his image, the circus theme that went around in real life, and putting the power on the women and his victims. So I really appreciate that. And he just got caught. He officially is in police custody, so I'm hoping that the narrative kind of like speeds up a little bit, because we already know how the story ends. I want to see where the story goes with this new perspective, basically. So those are some quick updates on where we are. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Today is Tuesday, I was gonna have like a little cute cafe moment. I took Ray to go get a cleaning this morning, and she's also going to get some teeth extracted, so it's going to be a whole day situation. And I did want to have like a whole cute little cafe moment, but just something happened with my bank and my billing, and that just completely drained me. And then I was like, you know what? I don't need to spend money. I love the way that I make my coffee at home. So yeah, so while I wait for Ray, I'm going to do some admin work before I start cleaning any of my apartments, since this is technically supposed to be a reset of some sorts, a spring reset of some sorts. I don't know anymore. I think my mental health has taken a really big dip, and this is more of me just trying to live day by day type situation. So I hope you enjoy those kinds of vlogs. Anyways, admin work, right? I'm basically just gonna try to edit a video and then grade, because I do need a grade this week, because I promised my students I'd start grading. So don't mind my hair. So my day is officially over, and that means that I can finally read for at least a little bit. Today was just really busy that I didn't get a chance or a moment to myself to actually do some reading today. But I am going to start Caledonia by Elizabeth Baker, and this is a weird book, and I'm excited to get into it because I'm ready to stay within the spooky vibes that the sudden change in temperature has brought. Let me get some tea first now that the water is done. Okay. I'm even using a spooky mug, even though it's not spooky if I use it every day. Gotta use my cauldron, you know what I mean? Good morning. Today is Wednesday, and I actually just finished doing some admin work. Whoops. Sorry that you're all up in my business. Look at that. Okay, there you go. I think your guys are better. I know, Ray, I'm coming. It's literally only noon, but I am cramping so bad, so I want to take a rest and hopefully get some more reading done. But I figured I could test this out in real time and see what you guys think. So one of the main reasons why I stopped using my microphone is because for some reason, depending on which device you were using to watch my videos, the audio on certain devices just freaking sucked. Like it would, I don't know, it just sounded so bad. So that's one of the main reasons why I stopped using my mic. And then the second reason was because the cable just completely broke. I tried unplugging the mic from my camera and it broke, and it stayed jammed inside the camera, and it was like a big deal trying to take it out, and it made me really frustrated because it was the original cable that came with the Cinco mic, so you would think it would be good quality. But also, to be fair, I didn't really take care of my stuff, so it could be user error too. I don't know. So I bought replacement cables. So we're going to be doing a testing situation over here, because I liked having a microphone because I caught myself needing to constantly project my voice a lot. Maybe not needing to, but I just would catch myself doing that a lot. And I didn't have to do that with a mic. I just felt things were different when I had a mic, and I liked using a mic and everything like that. So let's test this out. Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so I just plugged in the new cable. This is the testing clip. Hopefully this works out. If it doesn't work out, then I'm going to be very, very sad because I just spent money. Hello. So far the test for the mic has been working out, so we are sticking to it. And if it doesn't work, I will be very, very sad. I forgot what I was talking about in my last clip, but now I have officially stopped working. It is 7:34. I've been holding my breath a lot for some reason. I think it's some kind of like anxiety that I don't know. I already can't breathe because my nose is reacting very horribly to this random change in temperature that we are going through at the moment. And then I'm holding my breath for no reason. So all of the editing and like cuts is because I am cutting out whenever I take breaths. Anyways, reading updates. I started O Caledonia by Elizabeth Park Baker. I made it to 25 pages and it's a really short read. I just started late, so I'm hoping that maybe I could possibly finish it tonight. Maybe. And if not, early morning. And I'm really enjoying it. The blurb in the back and everything is saying that it's like a really spooky and gothic tale, and I definitely get those vibes. I really do. But it really is just the story. The very first chapter begins describing us finding our main character dead. No spoilers, it's literally in the blurb and it's the very first chapter. Janet is dead. So essentially the rest of the book is her life and the lead up to her death, and it's not necessarily like a whodunit situation. It's just, this is our main character's life. And surprisingly, I'm into it. And the reason why I say surprisingly is because I'm not really into these kinds of books where like there's not really like a plot, no plot, just vibes type of situation are really hard for me to get into. It's probably the ADHD side of me that needs a plot to help moving it along. But I'm very much enjoying this one. So according to my dead reading account, because I only posted once and never followed through with it. But anyways, I did read briefly A Delicious Life by Nell Stevens. I read that book. No, I don't even think I finished it because it was slow. To be fair though, I picked it up because it was a cover buy. As you could see, as I'll hopefully edit it to show you guys, because I don't even own it anymore. I'm looking at my Instagram. That one is also not spoilers. That book is also about the life of a dead person. Although in that book we're following a ghost, while this one is like the lead up to her death. However, that book was just too slow, too unbearable for me. I literally couldn't finish it. So I kinda have similar vibes so far. This book just has a different flavor for me that makes me want to keep reading it. I don't see myself DNFing this book anytime soon, while literally that other book that I just named, that one, it was unbearable each page I turned, and I eventually had to put it down. This one has me continuing wanting to read, so that's good. One section I really liked, again, since we're following the main character's life ever since she was a little girl, there was a scene where she was talking about how she really wanted this stuffed donkey in a store, and every time she would walk by it, she would like beg for her parents for it and everything like that. But nowhere near her birthday, nowhere near Christmas or anything like that. And then randomly, a neighbor, I guess, shows up with said stuffed animal, walks to the little girl's house and is like, oh yeah, I saw this and I thought your little sister would love this stuffed animal. Because I think her little sister at that point was like a 4-year-old and a 18-month-old type situation, right? Or like a 6-year-old and an 18-month-old situation. So what she and her brother, younger brother, end up doing is essentially try to kill the little baby. They both buried the little baby not well, and they did say they went up to her parents and was like, yeah, we took care of the problem. And obviously they got in trouble for it and everything like that. And just the way that that whole scene was written was really funny, because like you could tell that there wasn't really like this psychotic malice type situation, like, oh, I'm gonna plot against her, I hate everybody, I'm gonna kill her, you know, like you could tell there wasn't really malice. It was just more of like, there's a problem and I'm going to take care of that problem because that is my stuffed animal. So I thought that was a really funny scene. I can't wait to see where else this is going. I think okay, so there's this blurb by the New York Times here. Though the novel opens with Janet newly dead, murdered on a staircase, again, it's not spoilers, it is full of life, energized by Miss Barker's thistle-sharp eye for natural detail. And yes, like I could totally already see that just 25 pages in. So I'm enjoying my time here, basically. So, oh, my nose. Please excuse the hair roller, but I just finished O Caledonia. And oh my God. It was I don't know. It was the sweetest thing I've ever read. So this is from the foreword before the book by Maggie O'Farrell, who is the author of Hamnet, which now I really want to, I've been wanting to read Hamnet. Now I want to immediately read Hamnet, but this is what she has. This is one of my favorite parts of her foreword for this. Oh, sorry, for her introduction for O Caledonia. So on the one hand, O Caledonia is about a young girl growing up, but on the other it isn't. Its themes and reach go beyond this. Janet's struggle is universally that of the individual against the forces of authority. It is the fight to maintain one's identity against powerful odds. It is the conundrum of how to become the person you need to be while all those around you desire you to be someone else. Janet's antagonists are first her parents, then her siblings, then her peers. We cheer her on as she resists the pressure to conform, to squash herself down. She learns not to say to her classmates, I love the subjunctive. It's subtle. It makes the meaning different. I call my cat subjunctions while still maintaining her individuality. Only at night under the bedclothes does she allow herself the tiny luxury of muttering two expressions favored by characters in Greek tragedy. I felt like that paragraph just perfectly summed up my feelings. And also gives you a quick summary of what the book is about, but just like my feelings and everything. I had a feeling I was going to really like this book. I really did. I bought it for a reason. It was a cover buy, but when I read the synopsis, I was like, I have something special here for sure. And it is officially a new favorite book. This is going on my favorites shelf. If not, it's going to be displayed because I really do love the cover, but it's new favorite book. It's the new favorite book. I didn't cry, but did my mouth frown so many moments? Yes, it did, because I was just feeling for Janet. I was just feeling for her so much. I giggled, I cackled, I felt sympathy. The amount of times I was like, oh, was just too much. And I'm really happy that through this challenge, I finally found a favorite book. So those are my thoughts. One of the biggest takeaways so far from this video is to just please, please, please read this book. Thank you. I tried doing a little different mic situation, but I couldn't find a clip. So I'm going to have to hold my mic while I show you guys something. Okay, hold on. A while back, I got the notification that the items from my very first ceramics class finally are finished. So I want to show them. I want to show them off. I had my third. It would have been my fourth, but I kind of had to cancel my third class. So I had my third ceramics class, and I picked them up today. So this is the first bowl. I remember messing up, so I think she kind of had to cut it in half. So I'm definitely going to use this as like some kind of trinket. And this is the clear glazed. So I'm really happy that I went with a clear glaze because I just really like the ivory looking situation that it is. I think it's pretty. It's a little uneven, but in like a cute way, in like a it has character kind of way. Mind you, these were supposed to be mugs. And then here's this next little mug situation. I think I could drink out of this one if I wanted something small. I just wish it was taller. Maybe if I drank espressos, this would be a good mug for it. But yeah, this is the second piece. I can confidently say that the next pieces that are gonna come out of my second class, and then the third pieces that are gonna come out of my third class that I just finished today, I feel like you will definitely see improvements from that for sure. I feel like I learned a lot specifically today. Oh my gosh, specifically today. So I am one of those people that like to mimic what I see and then just like adjust until I adapt to the technique for my own. I feel like that sounds kind of obvious, but not everybody. I feel like a lot of people adapt really easily. I need to mimic and be just as exact as much as possible before I can start adjusting or whatever. And so I was having a lot of trouble like keeping my hands steady in the specific position that they were. And then I realized that maybe if my boobs weren't in the way, the specific position would work for me. So I switched gears, I changed positions to where my hands were technically in the right spot that they were supposed to be, but my arms were somewhere else and I was hunched over a completely different way, that I was avoiding my boobs altogether as well. And that's when I started making significant progress today. That's when like the switch flipped. And yeah, I'm really excited for my next class. I can't wait to start like actually seeing a lot more progress to feel that like I can advance. And I don't know. Yeah, I'm just really excited. I feel like today was really rough in the sense that like I was going a lot slower than everybody else. I'm the one that has been there the longest. The way that I signed up for these classes is that instead of doing like a whole class package, I'm doing individual beginners classes, but the instructor told me that she will go at my pace, that she will, if I'm advancing, she'll watch me and everything like that. So I'm good, right? In that specific class, I'm the one that technically has had more experience, and yet everybody was finishing faster than me. But I think she was even taking her time to make sure that like I was really getting it, while for them, that since that was just like their first and only class, kind of like getting to the finished product getting eventually to the finished product type situation. I forgot where I was going with this story, but today was just like hard, but so much progress was made. So much progress was made, and I am so happy. And I got to see my cute little mugs that I made. I don't know. I think it's so funny with how short they are. But pulling is a lot harder than it seems. Like all these YouTubers that are all of a sudden ceramic artists have not, either they're taking actual classes like they're supposed to be, or they're not recording from when they originally start and showing how much they suck at first, and are showing when they're better and experts to YouTube. Here are my bowls. My cute little on cute little bowls. They're technically food safe, but I think I'm just gonna use them as trinkets. Or who knows, this one could probably be like a sauce bowl. Oh, this one could be... Anyways. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
You know I'm such a fool for you. You caught me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let